Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. You won't believe the latest shakeup in Major League Baseball, but the rumor mill has gone absolutely wild after whispers that Pete Alonso, the powerhouse first baseman everyone has come to both love and fear, might be heading to the Los Angeles Dodgers in a deal that could redefine the league's balance of power. Imagine the headlines. Imagine the chatter across social media as fans dissect every possible angle. This isn't just a trade. It's a seismic event, the kind of move that sends shockwaves through fantasy leagues, clubhouse dynamics, and the entire strategy of the Dodgers franchise. The sources aren't officially confirmed yet, but the sheer weight of the whispers suggests something monumental is brewing. Analysts are scrambling to calculate the potential impact on pitching rotations, batting lineups, and even the psychological effect on opposing teams, who now might be facing a monster in the batter's box every single game. If true, this move could catapult the Dodgers into championship contention in ways that were previously only theoretical. Every sports show, every podcast, every casual conversation about baseball is now tinged with speculation, debate, and a heightened sense of anticipation that feels almost cinematic. Fans are buzzing, both with excitement and with disbelief, trying to wrap their minds around the possibility of Alonso donning Dodger blue. The financial magnitude of this rumored agreement is almost as jaw-dropping as the player involved, with whispers suggesting a contract that could shatter existing team salary expectations and redefine market value benchmarks for sluggers of Alonso's caliber. The Dodgers have never been shy about making bold statements, but this would be a declaration of intent on a scale rarely seen in baseball history. Imagine the negotiations, the trade talks stretching over endless hours, front office executives debating over every detail from contract structure to performance incentives. The media frenzy around such a blockbuster rumor is inevitable, with every beat writer, insider, and analyst attempting to piece together the timeline, motivations, and potential fallout. And of course, fans are already speculating on jersey sales, social media engagement, and merchandising opportunities that could skyrocket if Alonso officially joins the Dodgers. This rumor alone has created a narrative goldmine, fueling discussions about team chemistry, clubhouse dynamics, and the intricate politics of MLB trades. Even if it turns out to be premature, the fact that such whispers exist is enough to set the baseball world on edge, with every fan base evaluating their own roster, potential responses, and strategic moves in reaction to this colossal potential shift. Sources suggest that the timing of this rumored trade could not be more strategic, coinciding with key moments in the Dodgers season where an injection of raw power could tilt the scales in crucial matchups. Baseball is a game of momentum, and adding a player like Alonso, who is renowned not just for his prodigious home runs, but for his presence at the plate and in the dugout, could create a psychological advantage that transcends statistics. Imagine opposing pitchers approaching the game differently, recalculating their pitches and strategies based on the looming threat of Alonso swinging, altering inning plans, bullpen management, and even defensive alignments. Analysts are already debating whether this potential acquisition signals a shift in the Dodgers' long-term strategy, perhaps indicating a full-throttle championship window approach that leaves no room for hesitation or slow rebuilding. Rumors like this ignite endless speculation about locker room dynamics, leadership hierarchies, and even how other players will respond to the arrival of a superstar presence. Fans, as always, are split between elation and anxiety, dissecting social media clips, past interviews, and even body language from recent games to find clues supporting or contradicting the whispers. The narrative unfolding is as dramatic as any Hollywood script, and every angle, from contract length to media obligations, is being analyzed with obsessive attention to detail. Inside baseball circles, there's talk that the Dodgers front office might be orchestrating a maneuver that goes beyond simple roster enhancement, potentially leveraging Alonso's arrival to attract complementary talent, strengthen weaker positions, or even unsettle rival teams psychologically. Every trade has a ripple effect, but the scale of what Alonso represents makes the stakes astronomically higher. Imagine not only the home run threat he brings, but the ripple effect across scouting, minor league decisions, and future draft considerations as the Dodgers align short-term ambition with long-term strategy. Speculation about how the Mets would respond, the potential for counter-trades, and the cascading effect on division rivals is already dominating sports talk shows and fan forums alike. Even without official confirmation, the rumor itself is reshaping expectations, influencing fantasy drafts, and setting new standards for what blockbuster deals can look like in a modern baseball economy. The intrigue is compounded by Alonso's personality, known for his charisma, competitiveness, and the way he can galvanize both fans and teammates. This rumored deal is less about a simple trade. It's about narrative control, media dominance, and psychological warfare across the league, as every pitch, every swing, and every post-game interview suddenly gains amplified significance. The sheer buzz surrounding Pete Alonso potentially joining the Dodgers is unprecedented, with fan reactions ranging from elation to utter disbelief. Imagine the viral memes, the Twitter debates, and YouTube highlight analyses that will explode if this rumor solidifies. Social media has already begun its frenzy, with hashtags, fan art, and speculative commentary multiplying at a speed that mirrors Alonso's own home run tally. Insider reports suggest that discussions have been ongoing behind closed doors for weeks, with both teams weighing not just player performance, but chemistry, marketing potential, and long-term franchise narratives. Analysts are also speculating about the Mets' internal response, whether this is a negotiation tactic, a final offer, or a strategic distraction to manipulate media narratives. The intrigue is deepened by Alonso's own recent statements about ambition, legacy, and personal goals, which can now be reinterpreted through the lens of these whispers. Every detail, from spring training performance to contract clauses, is under a microscope, fueling a rumor that is rapidly approaching the point where it may feel more like fact than speculation. The impact on fans is immediate, as stadium attendance, merchandise anticipation, and overall league engagement could spike dramatically just from the possibility of Alonso in Dodger blue. Rumors like this have a unique power in the sports world, acting as a catalyst for speculation, debate, and intense emotional investment from fans who live for every twist in the narrative. The thought of Pete Alonso in Los Angeles has ignited conversations not just about home runs or slugging percentage, but about leadership, team identity, and even the broader strategic implications for the National League. The Dodgers' potential acquisition could shift not just on-field performance, but also off-field narratives, sponsorships, and brand influence. Every insider tidbit, every hint from social media posts, and every cryptic comment from team executives becomes magnified under the rumor's lens, building an ecosystem of speculation that thrives on uncertainty. Analysts are debating lineup restructuring, pitching matchups, and even the psychological ripple effects on rival teams and young players looking up to a new superstar. The conversation extends beyond stats into culture, media influence, and the emotional connection fans have with the game. If this deal goes through, it could become a defining moment in modern baseball lore, and even if it doesn't, the rumor itself has already left a lasting imprint on the collective consciousness of the sport, setting the stage for months of analysis, debate, and heightened anticipation that will dominate headlines, highlight reels, and fan chatter across platforms for weeks to come. The potential arrival of Pete Alonso in Los Angeles has sparked a wave of speculation that goes far beyond the field, reaching into the very culture of baseball fandom and media frenzy, as everyone from casual viewers to hardcore analysts is attempting to decode the strategy behind such a blockbuster move. Imagine the ripple effect across the league, with teams suddenly reevaluating their own rosters, pitching strategies, and trade ambitions in reaction to the Dodgers' rumor maneuver. The whisper suggests that this isn't merely a short-term gamble, but a calculated effort to establish dominance in both the National League and the broader baseball narrative, signaling to fans and rivals alike that Los Angeles is willing to do whatever it takes to chase a championship. Every detail of Alonso's performance history, from slugging percentages to clutch at-bats, is being dissected for clues about how his presence could alter game dynamics. The rumor alone has generated a surge in fantasy league recalculations, social media debates, and viral content, with fans creating hypothetical lineups, predicting record-breaking home run seasons, and analyzing how Alonso's leadership style could influence the Dodgers' clubhouse chemistry. Even the potential marketing impact is staggering, as sponsorships, jersey sales, and fan engagement metrics are projected to skyrocket if the whispers prove true, turning a single-player acquisition into a multi-layered spectacle that touches every facet of the baseball ecosystem. And fans are glued to every new update, every cryptic comment, and every insider leak that might confirm or deny the seismic move. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Industry insiders suggest that the timing of this potential trade is far from coincidental, with sources hinting at strategic considerations tied to the Dodgers' upcoming schedule, playoff aspirations, and internal evaluations of team synergy. Every game, every lineup decision, and every managerial adjustment could be influenced by the mere possibility of Alonso joining the roster, creating a psychological advantage that extends beyond raw statistics. Analysts are speculating on how the Dodgers might restructure batting orders, defensive alignments, and bullpen usage to maximize the impact of a player renowned for his explosive offensive capabilities and presence in high-pressure situations. Even rival teams are reportedly recalculating strategies, pitching plans, and scouting priorities, attempting to anticipate how the addition of a superstar could shift the balance of power within the league. Fans have taken to social media en masse, dissecting every video clip, interview, and performance metric, attempting to assemble evidence that either supports or contradicts the swirling rumors. The narrative has become a fascinating blend of sports strategy, media speculation, and psychological intrigue, with every stakeholder, players, executives, analysts, and fans, deeply invested in the outcome of a story that feels more like a suspense thriller than a traditional trade discussion. Some insiders are now suggesting that the Dodgers' rumored pursuit of Alonso could serve as a catalyst for additional moves, potentially unlocking a domino effect of trades, acquisitions, and minor league adjustments aimed at maximizing team performance and competitive advantage. The ripple effect of adding a player of Alonso's caliber is enormous, touching everything from batting order consistency to clubhouse morale and even the perception of the team among rival front offices. Analysts are debating not only immediate on-field consequences, but also long-term franchise implications, including marketing opportunities, brand alignment, and fan-base engagement metrics that could define the Dodgers' public image for years to come. Even the Mets' internal response is a point of intense speculation, with whispers of strategic counter-moves, internal deliberations, and the possibility of creating media distractions to influence negotiations. Fans are dissecting every nuance, from social media posts to contract rumors, while podcasts and sports networks amplify the speculation, transforming an unconfirmed report into a full-blown narrative ecosystem that thrives on anticipation, emotion, and debate. The combination of performance potential, media intrigue, and psychological impact makes this rumored acquisition one of the most captivating stories in recent baseball history, with every new hint or insider tip fueling an ever-growing frenzy of discussion and analysis, as everyone attempts to predict what could be the most defining trade of the season, or perhaps the decade. The human element of the rumor cannot be overstated, as Pete Alonso's charisma, competitive drive, and media presence could dramatically reshape the Dodgers' clubhouse culture and fan experience. Every interview, social media post, and public appearance now becomes a point of analysis, with speculation about how Alonso's personality will integrate with existing stars, inspire younger players, or even redefine team identity. Fans are creating elaborate scenarios of clubhouse interactions, leadership dynamics, and mentoring roles, attempting to visualize how a single superstar could influence morale, accountability, and overall team cohesion. Analysts suggest that this potential move could also alter the Dodgers' approach to future talent acquisition, as the front office might pivot toward complementing Alonso's skill set with specific player types, creating a strategic ripple effect across scouting, drafting, and minor league development pipelines. The narrative is multifaceted, combining performance analytics, psychological considerations, and media influence, turning a simple rumor into a sprawling conversation that dominates sports discourse across platforms. Even casual viewers are drawn into the speculation, watching every highlight, replay, and press conference for subtle hints, while social media engagement explodes with theories, memes, and fan debates. In essence, the mere possibility of Alonso joining the Dodgers has transformed from a potential trade into a living story, shaping perceptions, emotions, and strategies across the baseball landscape. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.